What's up, Taiwan? I'm Erika Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Work has begun on a new section of Metro Line linking the greater Taipei area. Ground has been broken on a new portion that will connect the Luzhou and Xinzhuang districts in New Taipei, part of the northern section of the MRT's circular line. This will eventually connect to the Dazhi neighborhood in northeastern Taipei City. Authorities say it'll shave about 20 minutes off the commute for people traveling between the cities, and they hope the line will reduce congestion on nearby roads. An education group in Taiwan is pushing the government to improve the way sex ed is taught. That's after a wave of Me Too allegations hit the country this year. The Taiwan Gender Equity Education Association says a greater focus on gender and emotional communication is needed alongside classes on physical health. The group says teachers need better training and that more time needs to be put toward covering the subject. Taiwan's Education Ministry has asked education specialists to come up with guidelines for the curriculum.
有将近40%的国小老师，他在师培阶段跟在职进修阶段从来都没有接受过相关的训练。
There are hundreds of thousands of people living with dementia in Taiwan, and about 1 in 5 of them are cared for by foreign caregivers. Most of these workers only receive basic training, which can make their jobs extremely challenging and stressful. Now, a workshop in Taipei is hoping to offer some solutions. Yu Jinghuang has more.
Untuk teman-teman semuanya yang bekerja di Taiwan, ingatlah, kamu datang ke sini sebagai pahlawan keluarga. Semangat!
An emotional moment and words of encouragement from this Indonesian migrant caregiver. Sophie, who asks for her identity to be concealed, is attending a special workshop to help migrant workers in Taiwan overcome the difficulties involved in caring for people with dementia. Having looked after elderly people for more than a decade, Sophie says caring for those with dementia is one of the most challenging parts of her job.
晚上有时候不睡觉，也是会骂你，会凶。
It's estimated there are more than 300,000 people with dementia in Taiwan, and about 1/5 of them are being cared for by migrant workers from Southeast Asian countries. The number of foreign caregivers in the country is soon expected to rise, after the Labor Ministry lowered the criteria for people to hire caregivers from abroad. Those diagnosed with mild dementia are now allowed to file applications to hire foreign workers. But many only received minimum training prior to taking their jobs, and experts say workshops like this are necessary so workers can provide proper standards of care.
我觉得蛮重要是应该要再照顾一段时间，要回来参加一些实体的这个交流或是一些工作坊。那这样子，我觉得可以让他们在这个照顾上有一些经验之后，再来针对经验做一些问题的探讨。那有专业的人员可以回答，那最好当然是用他们母语来做回答。
An investigation done by local NGO 140 says most Indonesian caregivers assisting dementia patients feel exhausted and stressed, mostly because of language barriers and a lack of knowledge of the illness. But here at the workshop, they are able to learn some basic medical skills and offload some of their worries.
可以交心的朋友，可以聊天，所以我们比较不会 stress。
我怎么想办法照顾老人？如果开始生气，我就不会生气，因为有时候他们生气，我也在里面都是痛苦，想生气。
People with dementia can only be properly cared for when those looking after them are also healthy and in a good state of mind, whether they are family members or foreign caregivers. Although workshops like this offer support to migrant workers, they are not yet a common practice in Taiwan. So for many, there's no choice but to carry on alone. Joseph Wu and Yu Jinghuang for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan's hotels are seeing fewer customers even as prices are rising, government figures say. Average occupancy is less than half, while prices are up more than 20%. The Transport Minister Wang Guocai said he expects visitor numbers to return to pre-pandemic levels next year. But he also said Taiwan would not reopen to tourists from mainland China this year. Hotel groups say the end of pandemic travel restrictions and domestic subsidies means many Taiwanese would prefer to travel abroad than at home.
有补助的时候，大家都往郊区走嘛，大家该去的可能也都去了。现在没有补助了，然后又开放可以出国，所以大家现在都往国外跑。
Taiwan is pushing ahead with its green energy transition as the state-owned power company is selling its first batches of renewables. Erika Liu has details.
Green energy for sale. For the first time ever, the Taiwan Power Company is selling renewable energy on the open market. The state-run firm normally buys green energy wholesale from producers and adds it to its energy mix. But now it's giving small and medium-sized businesses the chance to buy green energy directly in a trial auction.
让企业开始习惯，而且能够做自己这样子相关的安排是有必要的。那尤其是我们使用的用电的模式，跟再生能源发电的模式要怎么匹配，其实它也是一个需要学习的过程。
Taipower will be selling a total of 50 million kilowatt hours of green electricity in 6 lots in 1 to 5 year plans. That power will come mostly from its own generation plants in central and southern Taiwan. The lots will go to the highest bidder, but each winner can only get 1 lot to ensure fairness. Analysts will be closely watching how much the green power sells for.
台建释放出来绿电标售价格都会随着民营绿电平台的价格去做波动，不会差太远。
The sales will take place later this year, with delivery of the green energy to begin in 2024. It comes as local manufacturers are trying to improve their electricity profiles as export markets like the European Union start imposing carbon tariffs. The Economy Ministry hopes this first sale can help boost the country's production of green energy and allow local businesses to meet international requirements. Joseph Wu and Erika Liu for TaiwanPlus.
For their pre-wedding photo shoot, one local couple decided to make their pictures especially trashy, but perhaps not in the way you might expect. Tiffany Wong has the story.
Taiwan is known for its natural beauty, from its beaches to mountains. But one couple aimed to showcase something different in their photos, the country's overflowing waste problem. Lovebirds Mr. Chu and Miss Xue traveled to the town of Puli to take photos at this temporary trash storage site.
其实不只是埔里，其实很多地方都有，像桃园啊、像竹东啊都有。
Nantou County's temporary storage sites are estimated to have accumulated 240,000 metric tons of garbage, and a facility in Caotun Township in the northwestern part of the county is where most of the trash goes. Without an incinerator to treat waste, the county must transport it outside before disposing of it. However, the trash site is expected to be shut down later this year.
我们外运的量有限啊，所以目前草屯因应鸟嘴潭的工程年底要完成，所以我们必须要把很大的部分都放在草屯的去化。
Despite the unconventional photos, the couple was determined to bring awareness to Taiwan's waste issues. By combining something beautiful like the wedding with the garbage, they hope to encourage more people to help keep the country clean. Going forward, the loving couple hopes to continue the theme of environmental protection at their wedding in January. Patrick Chen and Tiffany Wong for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we leave you with images of baby panda twins in South Korea. The country celebrated the cubs' first 100 days of life by unveiling their names. I'm Erika Liu. Take care and see you next time.
I'm Leslie Liao in New York City, and this is TaiwanPlus News, a voice of freedom in Asia.